Hello everyone, how are you guys? How are you doing, guys? I hope everyone is doing well. And in today's session, you know what we are going to start? We are going to start something that you have already learned in your ninth grade. So guys, we are going to start with circles today. Okay, so before starting the chapter, can you someone just tell me from the class that what is the meaning of circle? I mean, like you have learning circles, you have been understanding about the circles from your seventh grade probably. But do we know the definition of circles? That's what my question is actually. Do we know what is the meaning of a circle? Tell me, anyone. Think about it, think about it. I'm sharing my screen. Yep, absolutely. In the meanwhile, you can tell me, what do you understand by circles? Okay, fine. So here it is. Class 10th, chapter number circle, board weightage is 3 to 4 marks. Okay. It's an important chapter, I would say. And 3 to 4, I will not say. It is more than that. It is 5, you will say. Okay, because the theorem and the question based on theorem will definitely come from this chapter. And I'll tell you which are the important things, as I always do, right? Okay, so tell me, guys. No ideas. चलो देखो. So अच्छा सर्कल एक ऐसी शेप होती है. Circle is a shape like that. So when I ask this question now, a lot of people answer me the same thing, that circle is a shape like that. But is that true? It's actually that is true. So when if I'll ask you that, okay, who you are you going to tell me that, sir, I am a shape like that? No, right? That's not true. So if I'll ask you that who you are, you're gonna tell me that, okay, sir, I am this and I am doing that and I am that, blah blah blah, right? So why there is why you are not doing the same for the circles, why you are saying it is this does that kind of shape, why you are not telling me the exact meaning of circle, right? So guys, before starting the chapter, we need to understand actually that what is the meaning of circles, right? Okay, so let me tell you about that first of all, and then we are going to start the chapter, right? So what is a circle? Look everyone, actually a circle is like, let's say you are guys, in the parks you must have done that thing. Okay, let's say there's a pole over here. Okay, and you are, this pole is there in your hand like that. Okay, and you are like rotating around the pole. Okay, so the pole is there, this is a pole. Okay, and here you are standing over here and your hand is there and you have been, you are holding the pole with your hand and you are rotating around the pole like that, right? So you're gonna cover a path, right? Okay, the path that you are going to cover right now, that path is actually a circle. It is a circular path, right? And what happened while you were covering that path, that you had a fixed point. Okay, you were rotating around that fixed point at a particular distance, right? And you have covered a path, and that path is called a circle, right? So what is a circle in that case? Circle is basically you can understand in many definitions. The first definition that I can tell you is that it is path of a point, or if I can say that if a point moves in a way, if a point moves in a way, the point is moving, right? And it is moving in a way such that, if a point moves in a way such that such that its distance its distance from a fixed point from a fixed point always remains a constant remains a constant, then the path of the point is a circle. I know you guys must be wondering, what is that? What kind of definition it is? Let me explain to you again. If a point moves in a way, who is the point? You are a point, because you are moving now, you are moving in a way such that its distance from a fixed point, your distance from the pole was fixed. Okay, always remains a constant. Yeah, your distance from the pole was a constant, and that constant was the length of your hand, right? So when you are holding the point in that manner, you are rotating around the pole, you have been covering a distance, and that distance was the length of your hand, right? And that distance was a constant distance, right? And you have been covering a path, and that path is called a circle, right, guys? So you can also understand over here that this fixed point is actually called the center of the circle, right? And this fixed distance, okay, I just wrote over there that always remains a constant. That distance is a constant, right? And that constant distance is what? It is the radius of the circle, right? Okay, so what is a circle now? Circle is a locus of a circle. Not, no, I will not use the word locus. I'm really sorry about that. Circle is basically a path of a point which moves in a way such that its distance from a fixed point, that is called the circle of the center of the circle, always remains a constant, and that path is a circle, right, everyone? And yeah, one more thing, that the point is moving in two-dimensional geometry. It is moving on a plane. It's not coming outside the plane, right? You must be wondering, sir, what is outside the plane? Look, I'll explain. Let's say this is my hand, right? Okay. So this is my hand, and the point is moving on my hand. So like, so you are right now standing. This is me. This finger is me. I'm standing. I'm rotating like thing, thing, thing. I'm moving like that, right? So you can see I'm covering a path of a circle, and my distance from the point is this. This is the distance. You can see that this is a distance, right? Now I can also do one thing. Now this is a path, correct? Circle is correct. But what if I take a distance over here? Okay, the point will come over here, right? Now will it become the, will it make a circle? No, now it's going to make a sphere. Okay, so we're talking about a circle, and that's why we'll say it should be in two-dimensional geometry, right? Okay, so I hope that clear to everyone now. What is the meaning of a circle? Let's move forward. Yeah, zaruri hai. You need to know about circle. Now we are talking about a chapter, you don't know definition as well, so it's not a good thing, right? Okay, so now guys, in today's session, what we are going to discuss actually, our major point of discussion would be the congruent and concentric circle. That what is the meaning of them? Then what are the terms related to circle? We are going to discuss about the chord, the diameter, the tangent, the secant, the meaning of all of these terms. Okay. So there you can see that there are some example of circles given to you: a wheel, a clock, a slice of orange, a cookies, the dartboard, bangles. These all of them are in circular shape. Okay, their shape is a circular shape, right? Okay, so let's talk about congruent and concentric circles. So guys, देखो, concentric circle का मतलब होता है concentric. What is concentric? Concentric. Concentric means circles which have the same center. There are two or more circles that have the same center, but different radii are called the concentric circles, right? Look at these two circles. So look at these two circles now. Both of them have their center at O, but both of them have different radius. That is, radius of the first one is R1, and the radius for the second one is what? R2. So they are called the concentric circles, right? And what is a congruent circle? Congruent circles are basically circles which has the same radii but different center. So you can look at this two. They get second figure. They have the same radius now, because this length and this length, their length are same. So their radius are same, but their centers are different. The center for the first one, let's say, is lying over here. Let's say it is P. And for the second one, the center is at Q. So set centers are different, but their radius is same. So congruent circle means circles which have the same radius but different center, and concentric means which have the same center but different radius. Okay, is that clear to everyone? Simple tha, so it's very simple, right? Okay, now we need to understand about the terms which are related to a circle. Dekho, you have a circle, you can see the figure. Okay, so you take any point, any 2 point in the circle. So I have taken a look at this 2 points A and B. Any 2 points anywhere on the circumference, anywhere but on the circumference. Okay, okay, if you take any 2 point on the circumference, you join these 2 points. Okay, so what a line you will get, and that line is called the chord of a circle, right? So over here in the figure, the AB is the chord of the circle, right? What is AB? So when you join any 2 points lying on its circumference, any 2 points I'm saying, what you are going to get is called the chord of the circle. Is that clear to everyone? Okay, now what is diameter? Dekho, diameter is also a chord only, because diameter also we are getting when we are joining 2 point lying on the circumference, right? But diameter is the longest chord. Okay, so diameter is the longest chord, largest chord, because diameter passes through the center of the circle. So look, A is there and C is there, right? So if you join A and C, you are getting the diameter. You are getting the diameter, right? And diameter passes through the center of the circle, and that's say what, that is O, right? Center we have already done when that, well, we are doing the definition. Diameter done, radius done. Secant. Now you draw any line, okay, any straight line that cut a given circle at 2 points is called the secant. Look at this. There's a circle, there's a line, and this line is touching the circle at 2 points now, cutting the circle at 2 points, this line. This is called the secant of the circle. This is called what? This is called the secant of the circle. This is called the secant of the circle. Now, tangent can be one more line. Now look at this. So basically what can be happening, the next thing that there can be a line which can just touch the circle. Look at this. We just learned that this is a circle and this is a secant, right? Okay, fine. Now just try to take the secant towards the circumference, right? It will become like that. If you take it more toward the circumference, at one point it will become like that, right? So it will just touch the circle. It will just touch the circle at one point, and in that case it is called the tangent. So what is a tangent? A tangent is a line which touches the circle. A tangent is a line which touches the circle at a given point. Okay guys, so what is a tangent? A tangent is a line which touches the circle at a given point. There is a fixed given point at which this tangent is touching the circle, right everyone? Got it now? Okay, we can also now actually I have a just going forward because I wanted to see that tangent is given again, right? So there I will be telling you more about it. Right now we need to understand that only, that tangent is a line which touches the circle, secant is a line which cuts the circle, right, at two different points. Fine, let's move forward. Now next thing is arc, sector, segment. Now we need to understand about arc, sector and segment, right guys? So look, any part of circle or any part of its circumference, okay, it's called an arc. So you just take the circumference, you take any part of it, it will become the arc. Look at this. Look at this red region over there. This is an arc, right? So what we did is that there's a circle, we pick any part of it, any part of its circumference, any part you can pick, that will become an arc, right? What is a sector? Sector is very simple, guys. Look, you have an arc of a circle. Look at this, I'm shading it over there. This is then arc. Okay, you join this arc, okay, with with the help of two radius with the center. So this is the radius now. Yeah, it is radius and it is also radius. So sector is basically a region. That region has been formed by two radius and one arc. Okay, a region bounded by two radius and one arc, right? So look at this. This is the region. That region is called a sector. Sector of a circle. The next thing comes up as a segment. Segment is a region, guys. You can see segment is a region over there, and that region has been formed by one chord. We just learned this is a chord, right? And the arc. So chord and an arc. Okay, so chord and an arc will be telling us about the segment. Okay, and guys, in a circle, if I talk about the sector, there are two kind of sector we can see. One is called the minor sector and one is called the major sector. Minor sector and major sector, right? So definitely you can see there are two sectors now. अगर even if you look at this diagram, look at this. अब आपने ये बनाया, right? तो आप बोलोगे सर ये black वाला is a sector because radius and arc we have. But sir, just tell us one thing. Isn't the red is also a sector? Because this is also made by, this is the complete arc na. ये देखो, ये is a complete arc from here to here. This is an arc. Sorry, this is an arc, and this is what? This is a two radii. This is also a sector. Yeah, both of them are sectors. But the smaller one will call the minor sector, and the bigger one is called the major sector, right? Smaller one is called the minor sector, and the bigger one is called the major sector, right? In the same way, for segment also you have two segments. One is the minor and one is the major, right? So smaller one is called the minor sector and segment, and major one is called, the bigger one is called the major segment. Got it now? बढ़िया आगे चलिए देखिए कॉर्ड के बारे में बात करते हैं. देखो अभी कॉर्ड पढ़ा हमने. कॉर्ड क्या होती है? कॉर्ड की हमने बेसिक डेफिनेशन पढ़ी. नाउ वील बी अंडरस्टैंडिंग अबाउट द लेंथ ऑफ द कॉर्ड. ओके, so chord is basically a line segment that joins any two points lying on its circumference, right? So look at this. You have joined point A and point B and you have gotten chord, right? Okay, fine. An infinite line extension of a chord is a secant line. हाँ, अगर तुमने A और B को extend कर दिया, if you are extending A and B both sides, so you will get the secant, right? That's we know. Okay. So chord length using perpendicular distance from the center, chord length. हाँ, अब देखो guys, how to find the length of the chord. Actually, what happens is that if you remember, we have learned in our ninth standard that any perpendicular drawn from the center divides the chord into two equal parts, right? Right now. So okay, अब देखो ये O हो गया. Let's say this is D, and up AB. Let's say length of the chord is whatever. So AD would be half of the length of the chord, and let's say length of the chord is L. ये कितना हो जाएगा? L by 2. and this is also L by 2. So length of the chord is what? So the length of the chord is L. That we know. Okay, the distance of the chord from the center is what? D, and that is the perpendicular distance in 90 degree. Fine. So if I use the Pythagoras theorem, guys, can I say that OA square would be equals to OD square plus AD square? Yeah. OA is given to you R square. OD is also given to you D square. Length of the chord is not given, and we have let that as L, so it would be L by 2 whole square, right? From there, I am getting that R square minus D square equal to L square by 4. Okay, guys. So what I get? 4 times of R square minus D square equal to L square. But we need to find L. We need to find the length of the chord. So if I take the square root, I'll get 4 square root of R square minus D square, and that would become 2 square root of R square minus D square. That is the formula to get the chord length, right? This is the formula to get the length of the chord. Here, D is the distance of the chord from the center, and R is the radius. Okay, got it? Got out the near? Let's move forward. Okay, perfect. So let's solve the problem now. Find the length of the chord of a circle where the radius is 7 centimeter and perpendicular distance from the chord is 4 centimeter. Give it a try quickly and solve the question. Fast. Giving you a minute. I'm here only. Just give me a minute. Okay. Solve this quickly. Just let me bring some water for me and do it fast. I hope you guys have got the answer now. So let's see. So guys, the length of the chord, radius is 7, perpendicular distance is 4. So you can see it is 7, it is 4. So you will write this like, the L would be equals to 2 under root of 7 square minus 4 square, right? 7 square is 49, 4 square is 16. Subtract them, you're going to get what? 33, right? And that much centimeters, right? सॉल्व कर लेना 11.48 आ जाता है ठीक है फाइन गॉट इट लेट्स मूव ओके so our next thing is the diameter. So as I told you, what is diameter? Diameter is basically the double of the radius. Okay, diameter is the longest chord. Diameter is a chord which passes to the center of the circle. So yeah, that's it, right? We have discussed a lot about that. Tangent is the important thing now. देखो. So I told a tangent touches the circle at one point, right? Okay. A coplanar straight line touching the circle, that we already understood. देखो यहाँ important point ये है that the angle between, like, or you can say कि the angle between the radius and the tangent at the point of tangency. Point of tangency means the point at which the tangent touches the circle. जैसे यहाँ पे देखो ना ये red वाला जो point है, this point is called the point of tangency. This point is called the point of tangency, right? So point of tangency पे जो radius है आपका, उसका जो angle है, ये देखो ये angle OP जो है यहाँ पे, ये जो angle है, this angle is gonna be 90 degrees, right? That is the property. And actually this is our theorem number first. We are going to prove that theorem. Okay, don't worry about that. Fine, we will prove it later on. But यहाँ पे एक और one more thing that we need to understand is, guys, that actually tangent is a limiting case of secant. Tangent is a limiting case of secant. अब ये एक बड़ा मतलब हो कि सर व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस लिमिटिंग केस ऑफ सीकेंट. देखो सीकेंट क्या है? सीकेंट इज अ लाइन विच टचेस द सर्कल एट 2 पॉइंट्स. अब secant को let's draw the secants and let's make it toward the center, right? Toward the circumference, sorry, or away from the center, right? Okay, so यहाँ पे diameter था, length कम हुई कम हुई कम हुई कम हुई कम हुई, और यहाँ पे आके it would become a tangent, right? So that is important, guys. That is very important. That when this point and point B, they are moving towards each other. देखो यहाँ पे point A यहाँ पहुंच गया, point B यहाँ पहुंच गया. The distance between them is decreasing, right? Now the point A has reached here, point B has reached here. Distance is again decreasing. There would be one point, one time when the distance between A and B will be almost zero, and they will become the same point. And when they become the same point, the secant will become the tangent, right? And that's why tangent is a limiting case of secant. So when in the secant you are assuming that limit, that point A and point B will become the same point, then that secant will become the tangent to the circle, right? This is a very important concept, right? Got it? Sure. Okay. Secant, I already told you guys. Okay, what is the meaning of a secant? So straight line that करने circle at 2 points called and secant extended chord भी बोलते हैं इसको. ठीक है, इसका एक प्रॉपर्टी है, ये बहुत अच्छी प्रॉपर्टी है, यहाँ पे लिखा है कि वैसे मान लो secant, ठीक है, सर्कल है, ठीक है. अब यहाँ पे अपने पास secant है कोई भी. So ओके मैं अभी आई टेल यू मोर प्रॉपर्टी एक्चुअली इसमें पूरा नहीं दिया मैंने. सो देखो फर्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी तो ये होती है बेसिकली कि ये एक हमारे पास टेंजेंट है दैट्स पी टी. ओके सो ये टेंजेंट है दैट इज टचिंग एट टी एंड यू कैन सी दैट पी बी इज अ सीकेंट राइट. सो द फर्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी इज दैट द लेंथ ऑफ पी टी स्क्वायर वुड बी इक्वल्स टू पी ए इंटू पी बी. दैट इज द फर्स्ट कॉन्सेप्ट. पी टी स्क्वायर वुड बी इक्वल्स टू पी ए इंटू पी बी. First property, okay. Second property, look at the figure now. So A, B, C, D and E, right? So AB into AC would be equals to AD into AE. So AB is small a and AC is small b and AD is small c and AE is actually small d. And look at it, actually this is coming from this property only. How? Look, PAB आपने ड्रॉ किया, अब आप एक और ड्रॉ कर दो यहाँ से, ये हो जाएगा PCD. So if I look at the first property, I can again say PT square would be equals to PC into PD. By one and two, what I can say that PA into PB would be equals to PC into PD because PT square same hai, so they are also going to same na. So look at this now. PA into PB is equal to PC into PD. The same thing over here na. AB into AC and AD into AE. So this both of them come from this property only that PT square would be equals to PA into PB. I hope that's clear to everyone. Okay, so I'll write over here that by equation number 1 and 2 we have used it and we have got to that result, right? Second clear hai? Let's solve a question based on that then. Okay, so look at this guys. Given circle O with 2 seconds as mark intersect at E, find X. Very simple question guys. मैं आपको थोड़ा एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ इसको. ये A है, ये B है और ये C है, right? And this is D and this is E. Now solve it. हाँ ये तो ऐसा है ना, अभी तो हमने पढ़ा दैट ए बी इंटू ए सी वुड बी इक्वल्स टू ए डी इंटू ए ई, राइट? व्हाट इज ए बी? ए बी इज 5. What is AC? It's 12. What is AD? AD is 4. And what is AE? We don't know that. So if you solve it, what you are getting AE as 15. Okay, 15 आ गया. Let's say सेंटीमीटर में था सेंटीमीटर आ जाएगा, मीटर में था तो मीटर आ जाएगा. Got it? 15 आ जाएगा बस, ठीक है? Got that ना? Simple. Okay, so now guys there are some practice questions that we have to do. Okay, and based on this practice question then you will be able to see that whatever we have learned in the today's session, right? Okay, so ये आप homework में कर लेना. I'll quickly tell you what we have learned. We have learned what is the meaning of tangent, we have learned what is the meaning of secant, we have learned the two properties. First property related to secant, we learned the property related to tangent. We also learned how to find the length of the chord, right? Okay, ठीक है, you solve this question in the homework and I'll see you in the next class. Bye, take care guys. Okay, have a nice day. Bye bye, see you guys.